Shalom lekulam. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming for OpenStack Israel 2014. I think we're going to have the best event ever that we had until now. I think this is like the sixth OpenStack event we're having in Israel. Almost every time after the big international event, we're doing an event in Israel. So we share with the local community of Israel all the latest and greatest of OpenStack, the latest versions, innovations, and case studies. Today we have a very rich program. We'll talk about it later. And first of all, I would like to go to the thanks section of the event. I would like to thank our sponsors, obviously the OpenStack Foundation, Canonical, Cloud of 5 Gigaspaces, Ravelo, Wind River, the Cloud Organization, and Red Hat, and Mellanox. A very nice list of sponsors. Thank you very much. Without you, we couldn't make it. I would like also to invite to the stage our steering committee of the event. Well, Nati Shalom is already here, and I think he deserves the best applauses. Without Nati, we won't have this event. Floren, is he here? Floren, come up to the stage. Uri Cohen from Gigaspaces, Kobe Holzer from LivePerson, Shmuel Berkovici from Radware, Ophir Nachmani On Demand, All On Demand, and Ohad Levy from Red Hat. And it's not the end. We like to invite Claire and Lorraine to the stage as well. Where are they? Oh, you're there? Okay. You want to come to the stage as well? No? You're shy? Okay. And Sharon. Sharon, obviously, everything that you see here organized is Sharon. So thank you very much for everybody, for all your help. And I'm sure we'll keep working together also for the next event that we'll have around November in Israel. Thank you very much. A few facts before I give Nati the microphone. Today we have 23 speakers, 8 from overseas, and I would like to thank all the speakers from overseas who made all the long way to Israel to share with us their experience and knowledge. Thank you very much. I'll get to the names later. We have 2 panels and 5 workshops, so this is a very rich and great event. And interesting enough, when we talk about the latest version of OpenStack, the Icehouse, we have 320 new features made by more than 1,200 individuals from 120 organizations. This is show you the power of this OpenStack community. And Israel is obviously one of the contributors within those numbers. And we have many companies here that Nati will talk about that contribute. Few technical things about the event. After the coffee break, which will be around 11, maybe late to be 11:30, we split into 3 tracks. This is called track 1 here at the main auditorium. Track 2 is the hall near it, called the Tayeset. And we have 1 big classroom of 70 people for the workshops. We will have signs how to gather. It's on floor 1. So pay attention to the signs. Also, we have last-minute changes of the agenda, so you can look via the Wi-Fi at the online agenda, which is updated. So check the agenda there. Another thing, after the event, we have after party with Professor Omer Moav from the Hebrew University, the professor of economy. Nati will tell a few words about his presentation. Very interesting figure, and I recommend everybody to come. And it will be at Mike's place here in Herzliya. So I'll give the microphone to Nati, and have a great day.
Thank you very much, Avner. So I'm basically the warm-up for Jonathan, the warm-up band. And what I kind of picked on talking about is really, as a warm-up, about the State of the Union, as it is called. This is not me, I wish. But some people say that there is some similarities. I'm working on it. Anyway, the main point that I kind of started with is the survey that the foundation is doing. And one of the things that I appreciate a lot in working with OpenStack is that in a lot of, if you work, for example, with Amazon, or if you work with many other companies, you always get that marketing spins about how the community is doing and all those type of things. And it's very hard as a product company, if you need to define a go-to-market, to define which market you should focus. Is the market is ready for business or not? What type of things users are using? What are the preferences and so forth? Because you get a very biased responses from those surveys. And one of the things that I like about working with the open source community is that you get access to the source. You actually get the survey, you get to see the raw data of the survey, and you can analyze it and therefore make better decisions. And that's one of the things that I liked about working with OpenStack. And in that case, there is a very detailed survey that I'm not going to cover here, just not to bore you. Still, I'm just a warm-up here. And it gives you a lot of those ideas about which technology is being used, how far it is being used, which version of OpenStack is being adopted already, and what is the pace of adoption of the new version, and so forth. The main point, the two takeaways that I wanted to take from that statistics, and there is a detailed blog that I wrote about it. One is that in many cases people look at OpenStack as a cost-saving initiative. Well, it is not. It is driven from a very big business initiative, and I think Jonathan is going to talk more about it, and that's become very, very apparent between one OpenStack summit to the other. I think it's pretty clear that people are choosing OpenStack not just to save cost. In many cases, at least at the beginning, it will actually cost you more to move to OpenStack or to use OpenStack, to be honest. The other facts that I found interesting in that survey is that there was a lot of talks, again, people that I was talking to, even in Gigaspaces, when I was discussing OpenStack. Is OpenStack ready? Is people are using it for real things, or is it just a POC, a lab? People are just experimenting with that. I think the overall statistics that you could see here from real users, I think shows the real facts here, and that it's real. And I'm not going to go through the numbers, but I think if you look at them, the type of customers, the type of usage, the volume of usage, within a 4 years life cycle of a technology, that's quite impressive, in my view, and I think it tells more than any word. Okay, so this is the riddle for today. So this is the slide that the data for the survey was picked up from. Now, what's missing in that slide? Yes, Shlomo, you picked up. I wish I could give you a gift, but this is not the right event for that. Yes, so there is one country that is missing here, and that country happens to be the startup nation, which can be pretty good in certain things, including technology. So again, there is another post that writes about all the things that are unique or special to Israel, 51 of them, by the way, including some interesting aspects on that. But I think, in general, technology in Israel goes hands to hands together, and I think that the graph that I showed before is something that we should work on. And as a comic relief, I kind of picked some other statistics that I picked from that blog. Just one thing that I wanted to ask you guys. There are two cities that are marked in that survey. One of them is Tel Aviv, and the other one is Beersheba. Now I'll ask you, what do you think would be the best food or the most common food or most popular food? Well, I need to rephrase that question. But anyway, you got the question. In Tel Aviv compared to other cities in the world. Which one? Sushi. Wow, I didn't know that. But you got it right. So let's ask about Beersheba. What would be the thing that Beersheba will excel? Is there anyone here from Beersheba? Okay. Okay, she's too close to me, so I need to be careful on what I'm going to say right now. So what is good in Beersheba? Okay, so let's see some stats about that. One thing that is good in Beersheba, actually, is the highest numbers of chess grandmaster. Yeah. And Tel Aviv is, as you rightly pointed out, very good. I didn't figure that out. Okay, so we're good at other things as well. That's the important thing here. And back on track. So the main point, and from here back to Jonathan, is that we can do better with OpenStack. The vast majority of the people here are already doing a lot of things here. The fact that we're not on the map is our job for the next summit, your job actually, to get on that map and actually put Israel at least better than France, for example, or other countries. But anyway, you're already going to see a larger number of companies here. Actually, some of them are also startups like Visor and Ombri here. We'll talk about it. So we have a specific panel about OpenStack in Israel, where we're going to have at least the kickstart of that move towards not just being in the map, but being the very high top of that map. And with that, I'll switch to Jonathan. Thank you.